Hello, this is Brian. Welcome back to my channel. The other day, the water drain pump in my Maytag Centennial wash machine failed. And it failed in such a way that was not covered in the Maytag service manual, nor could I find a video on this particular failure. And I did watch quite a few videos. My bet is this happens all the time, meaning the pump fails in this way all the time. It was cheap and easy to fix. Let me guide you through what I found and what I had to do to fix it. If you have a machine like this, the water drain pump is going to fail. This one is 12 years old. The pump lasted that long. Now, your machine may not look exactly like this one. This is a Maytag Centennial. Yours may not even be a Maytag. It may be a different brand. I have 4 knobs, well, 5 counting the big one. You may only have 3. The font is different on many different models. And sometimes even the lights, the LEDs, are labeled differently. Because we're going to talk about this one called Fill, which sometimes is called Sense. That was part of the problem. So, if your machine looks something like this, your water pump is going to fail. Let me share with you a service tip. In my wash machine, right in this corner, underneath this panel, which is hard to get off, was an envelope that contained the service manual. Is that ever helpful? Look for that. And the manual looks like this, and it's full of valuable information. My hat is off to whoever wrote this manual. Now, it didn't cover the problem I had, but it was still very helpful. Here's the water pump, or what's left of it after I took it apart. What happens is the manual is excellent about talking if the pump motor burns out. But in my case, the pump motor itself, this is the electric motor, did not fail. And I believe the controller knows that. The controller knows it turned the water or turned the pump on. The controller knows that the pump was running, but it did not empty. It did not empty the water. And the controller also knows that from the pressure switch. And here's what happened. And this is what's not covered in the manuals. Let me get just the perfect zoom here. The pump is designed in such a way where it cannot leak to the exterior, and that's a great design. This is a nice pump. But there is a shaft seal on the impeller shaft that seals the magnet. This is a rotor, and it's a magnet. It seals from the water itself. And you can see in my case, the seal failed, and this whole cavity filled up with debris, rust and scale. It even looks like sand on the end here. That's the bearing, by the way. Look how worn out that is. Because this seal failed. And when the seal failed, this all got contaminated, and this pump seized up. That's the problem. The pump seized up. Nowhere in the literature do they talk about a seized pump. The manual, the excellent manual, talks about a bad motor, and it talks a lot about if the drain hose is plugged up. But in this case, the motor was seized. The impeller would not turn. And here is what happened and why it was difficult to fix. But first, let me state, it was easy to find a new motor online. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. It might be hard to see. The font is very small. But this is the part number right here, right on the pump. This is the part number from the manufacturer, and it's also the Maytag part number. Maytag puts a digit or 2 in front of that number. But this number is the part that you need. And I went on eBay and found a great seller. And the part came in one day, and it was $42. I fixed this for $42. Watch one of the many other videos on how to change this pump. It was easy to do. But let's walk back to the machine and see where the hiccup occurred. When the machine could not drain the water, and it knows because it has a pressure sensor, it knows there's still water. It knows, by it I mean the microprocessor base controller that's behind this panel. The microprocessor base controller, and I'm not going to say that every time, I'm just going to say it. It knows the pump is on, but it knows the water didn't drain. So ultimately it gives up, it unlocks the lid, and you know that because when you look in, of course, there's still water. But the problem is it was blinking the fill light. This is a green light, and it was blinking at me. Some machines, this may be sense. Instead of fill, it may say sense. All these machines are a little bit different, but they're all basically the same. This light was blinking at me, and nowhere could I find a video that told me what to do when the fill light was blinking. So after replacing the motor, the controller was unplugged for quite some time. I went to start it back up, and of course it wouldn't because it was blinking. I still don't know why or what that means, but I cleared it by holding the start button for 10 seconds. And I didn't see that in the literature anywhere either, at least not the literature I have. I just figured it out, and that cleared it. Then I was able to put this into the automatic test mode. This machine has a wonderful automatic test mode, and in this exceptionally well-written book, except it didn't cover blinking fill light, it tells you how to get into the service and test mode, and then from there on it tells you how to go into the automatic test, and then I could run the machine through its paces. I also recalibrated the machine. You should do that periodically. So this book told me what to do. It did not cover a stuck pump, though. It covered a plugged drain hose. It covered if the motor fails. And get this this booklet, let me get to it here. It should be right here. There it is. Next page. Maybe. Okay, this is going to get old. There we go. The wiring diagram. How nice is that? And it tells you the circuit resistances and everything. What an excellent manual. But the reason I'm making this video is it's very possible your pump did this. The motor didn't fail, but it leaked. This seal leaked, and it scaled up the cavity where the magnet spins and the impeller is seized. The microprocessor controller in the wash machine caught that. It realized that the tub was not emptying out. It tried for some time. It gave up. It unlocked the lid, and it blinked fill at me. And that then led to pump replacement. Well, that did it. All it was the pump. The pump was about $42 online. Easy to change with basic hand tools. You do have to lay the wash machine on its back, and I did require help to do that. Pump was easy to change. The blinking fill light kind of took me for a loop, but I learned to clear it by pressing and holding the start button. And then from the manual, I learned how to run the machine through its paces and test it out. I think the machine's good for a long time. So once again, if, or should I say when, your pump motor goes out, and it might seize up like mine did, and when your machine is blinking fill, which on some machines says sense, the word sense, not fill, if that's blinking at you, of course you'll know your tub will be full of water. Don't be afraid to tip the machine over. Yeah, you have to deal with all that water that's in there, but you'll figure that out. Go buy a pump. I showed you where to find the number. And with a few basic hand tools, you can change this and save yourself a lot of money. Once again, my name is Brian. Thank you for watching my channel. I hope this helps you.